So here we have a watermelon ahi crudo. That is Thai basil.
Okay. Thai basil. I'm Thai.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Thai basil.
Yeah, girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caught right off the damn coast. They murdered this guy literally a few seconds ago.
That's how I
Shout
like
out to
it.
my vegans.
I like my fish still blue. Like a cold summer afternoon.
Copyright.
Like the snow coming down in June.
We don't know
like
that song.
a wedding without a groom.
Rick, let him know.
I'm missing you. I feel like rules are different when you got a podcast. It's like we're doing radio. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We have rules.
No,
in
you're
radio.
right. No, I know.
I was like, there's a lot of rules.
You can't just
and we're
buzz out and sing songs?
No.
Oh. Yeah, we can.
God told us, God is a woman, and God told us, yes, we can.
A podcast that's going on YouTube. No, you can't.
I mean, man. Fuck them. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to your favorite podcast in the whole motherfucking world. I'm Timothy De La Ghetto.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
And I'm Nikki Blades.
We got a special treat for y'all today. We got another episode of Just the Three of Us.
Hey.
Building castles in the sky, just the three of us, you and I.
And I.
From the hospital that first night, took an hour just to get the car seated right.
Let's just sing songs the whole time. We're not monetized.
The
Fuck
No
it. Let's
Chaser
go.
karaoke.
Man,
No Chaser jukebox. That was hard to say. Chaser jukebox. No
down-
Chaser jukebox.
dude, just because you talking about karaoke doesn't mean you have to put the Asian voice on, man. Jeez.
That's racist.
Not even 5 minutes into the podcast.
Jeez, man. You know what's crazy? It's like, speaking of monetization and getting demonetized, this shit right here, actually the podcast will get demonetized straight up. If y'all don't know how YouTube works, when you upload a video and you try to monetize it, it gives you a red, a yellow, or a green. Red is like you got no ads. Yellow, you get some ads. Green, you're good to go. For all advertisers, it's good to go, right? When I upload this shit to YouTube, at first they were going green right away, and I think after a couple episodes dropped, and also because my channel is kind of
Flagged.
Flagged as this dude puts up inappropriate shit, even though like YouTube fucks with me heavy. You know, I've been in the game for a long time. They know me and shit, but also they know me and shit, you know? Yeah. So the No Chaser episodes will go up. I get a yellow mark immediately, even when I don't put nothing crazy in the title, nothing in the tags. So, and then I have to submit it for review. And then maybe after like 2 days, it'll say, hey, cool, your video is good to go for all ads, but it's annoying. And that's
Because the bulk of the views were
in the first couple days. Yeah.
I finally got my channel out of that.
Really?
Because that was me for a long time. Yeah. But I just started posting really, really boring stuff. And they're like, all right.
I have a YouTube channel, but I don't post anything on it.
Just you playing basketball.
Well, there's only like 3 videos on there. That was because Sports Illustrated was doing some casting call and you have to submit it online. So you do that. But that's the only reason. But I feel like, shit, I'm missing out.
What? You could.
Okay.
Oh, girl, no. Yes.
Yes?
You would get some views.
I'm missing out. Okay, so I got
Especially, you got personality. You got them titties.
Thank you.
It's like you would do well on YouTube. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just telling her the goddamn truth.
You've used them for your videos before.
Of course.
There was one when Tim and I shot. I remember I was telling him, I was like, Tim, you cannot I don't just have my boobs out on everything, please. I saw there was 2 examples, and the one that
for the thumbnail,
and one was him looking at my boobs, and the other one was like a nice photo of me smiling, which is the one that we ended up using.
Yeah,
but
because she complained.
Because I complained. I seriously was like, Tim, and I saw some comments when you had initially left it. Tim's always just posting stuff with boobs, and oh my god, he's over here sexualizing stuff. And I was like, Tim, I told you that's what they were going to say.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's why he's fighting.
Do you
to get
want
monetized.
views or not, Nikki Blades? You gotta play the game.
Oh, God.
All right?
Don't be that guy.
Wow. You trying to get these views or not?
Well, here's the thing. I thought me looking at her titties was just funny. Yeah. Because her titties were out regardless. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. But
they come with the body.
But that's why, but also I will always ask,
Yeah.
my lady counterparts in videos, like, hey, how do you feel about this thumbnail? Blah blah blah.
Because there was 2 options, and I liked the other one. I could see why the one that you initially chose. Yeah, it's like reaction, it's clickbait. It's definitely like, oh yeah. But I was like, I'm not gonna be able to post that. I was like, I don't want to repost that. So please, I was like, please use the one of me smiling because that's rare.
I got you.
I did a video with a friend who's she's a titty guy. She's got those, right? But I be trying to be professional as fuck on my videos and shit. So I never look at all. Then I'm editing, and the whole time her shirt's like her bra is out the whole time, and it wasn't even like sexy. It just looked like fix your fucking shirt.
There's this like oh my goodness. Before we go on camera, I always ask somebody around, guy in the background. She was asking to make sure that nothing's showing because like I don't expect either one of you to be like, hey Nikki, your bra's showing, unless without somebody.
I mean, it's showing a little bit right now, just a little bit.
Where?
Yeah. A little from my angle.
No, that's just your
you good
angle.
now. Oh, okay.
That was just your angle.
Okay.
Anyways. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Edit that part out. So anyway, before I go on camera, and this is just like, you just got to know these things. Like as a woman, like you got to worry about your panties coming out, your tags or the lines. And that's why your girls are so vital, or having honest friends around. Like, your friend that told you about your hairline. Mm-hmm. See, we need friends like that too. So you don't look stupid, because once it's out there like that girl. It's out. And
I mean, like there was no nipple skin or anything like that.
But that's probably more embarrassing.
It looked tacky.
Yeah. You don't, nipple is like, no, nobody told me. If a nipple is out, no matter who you are, you should probably inform somebody that it's out, because they're going to be happier you said it than them feeling stupid. Like, damn, so nobody was going to tell me.
Yeah. And more than anything, I mean, for me, I'm like, I can't use it if your nipple's out.
Exactly.
He's that guy. Like, listen, we got to get these views. But
I would have been pissed if I started editing and her nipple was out the whole time, because it was a brand deal too. I was like,
this is just a waste. Yeah.
I was on set recently, and we were shooting some shit, and like I pulled the vlog camera out, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, and homegirl was also a YouTuber, and she had her titties out, so she was like, oh yeah, no, this would be a good thumbnail with her cleavage out and shit like that. But I was like, wait, your nipple's out, put that away, we gotta do it over again. Because I'm not trying to get the shit completely removed. You never know sometimes with YouTube. It's
keep
weird.
your nipples under wraps, ladies.
Hey, sometimes it's hard, all right? So
get some pasties,
and some girls got some big ass nipples.
No, let me tell you, pasties be making nipples look bigger than they actually are. You see girls wearing pasties thinking that's doing anything. All it did was make me look at your nipple now. I'm staring right at it. Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's true. That's why you got to go for the pasty that you can tell it's definitely not a nipple, like a fucking starfish.
Right. Why do you have roses on your nipples?
Yeah. Oh, but I do know somebody that has the tattooed areola to make it look like a heart.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I mean, I've seen those. Those are cute.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But can you imagine? Because like some I was gonna say some girls, but some people just got big old areolas, right? Yeah. And like, can you imagine just giant hearts taking up like the whole entire titty?
I just got a vision of I'm talking about like a massive titty, with a big old heart on it.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. Yo. But real quick. You know what I've been doing at home lately?
What?
I've been doing the HelloFresh meals. All right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it took me so long to hop on the HelloFresh train, because it's lit.
Dude.
All right.
It makes me feel like a chef.
Yeah.
Like I be cooking, boy.
Yeah, step by step, they map it out for you. And look, like for real, I literally I'm like for real. I did this last week. I made some fajitas. If you didn't know, HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. From step-by-step recipes to pre-measured ingredients, you'll have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes. Facts too, it's like so easy. Say goodbye to endless grocery store trips and takeout food. HelloFresh has you covered. Let's see, there's something for everyone, from family recipes to calorie smart and vegetarian, and fun menu series like Hall of Fame and Kraft burgers. Add extra meals to your weekly order, as well as yummy sides like garlic bread and cookie dough. Easily change your delivery days, food preferences, and skip a week whenever you need. I made some chicken fajitas last week, and they were fire.
So bomb. I did the pork carnitas.
Pork carnitas.
And I think my favorite one, they do a Juicy Lucy. You know what that
the
is?
cheese inside the burger?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm hooking y'all up for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/NoChaser80 and enter NoChaser80, okay?
For $80.
Yep, that's right. Nikki Blade said it for $80
off.
Your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/NoChaser80 and enter the code NoChaser80. All right, and it's like receiving 8 meals for free. You get $20 off your first 4 boxes. They come right to your doorstep, and it's super lit. And feel free to share your positive experience with HelloFresh on your social media channels. Hashtag HelloFresh Pics, and show the world your super fresh, delicious creations.
I caught a girl because of the nipple heart thing. Like a girl I was talking to, I found out it wasn't just me because she sent me a picture and there was a faint heart around it.
Okay.
Like it was faded?
She had showered. It was like, you drew a heart on your titty? She was like, what? No. I was like, nah, I could see the remnants of a nipple heart. Mm-hmm. Who you send that to? Because you never sent me a heart and nipples like that. She just ended up having to come clean. I was like,
Wow.
I that story reminded me of I had a homegirl. Well, not a homegirl because like she used to send me nudes. This was a girl I was messing with in the past.
We're not friends anymore.
This girl I was messing with who would send me this nude, and then of course, I still had it on my phone like long after. And then she hit me and she was like, hey, do you remember that naked picture I sent you? Do you still have that? Because I want to send it to someone else. I was like, yeah, cool. Because, this is during like single stage. I was just having fun, right? So she was like, I had all these pictures in my phone just on some bullshit. So she's like, can you send me that picture? I'm like, of course. Got you. So I sent her I was like, here you go. She's like, all right, sweet. She sent it to some other dude. And then the dude was right next to me and we laughed about it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I remember that day.
She's about to send you this. I got it first, though.
Good times, Rick.
Remember that nude I sent you of that girl? She about to send it to you too.
Act surprised.
Then we high-fived. Girls, okay, let me ask you something, Nikki Blades.
Okay.
If you met a dude and you found out that he used to mess with your homegirl, what is the girl rules on that?
What type of homegirl? What level of homegirl?
Okay, let's do a couple of different scenarios, all right?
Because there's levels.
Let's do this. Do this. A guy you just want to smash. Close homegirl. That's the first scenario.
But they weren't serious, but they've done it.
Yeah. And then we'll flip it for the next scenario.
It's close friend? No.
Yes.
Not because somehow it's gonna get jumbled up and messed up. There's more options out there. That's a no.
Okay.
That's a no.
Okay, now let's flip it around.
Okay.
Flip it around. A dude you're in love with. This is the man of your dreams.
Fuck my friend.
Really?
Probably.
What if she is
Nah, I don't.
openly not feeling it?
Then, okay, you threw the love word out there. Like, for,
Okay. Let's back it up.
Okay,
Because of course you're not gonna fall in love with him unless you get into something with him.
Right.
A man who you're like, wow, this could potentially be something great. I am attracted. He's smart. I'm feeling this. I would really like to explore this.
Right.
But he dated your friend.
probably me and the friend have to have a conversation. And then depending on how that goes, because she'll tell you, like, your friend's going to let you know if he was really trash.
Okay.
So, and then if I'm still feeling it after that,
Fuck the friend.
Fuck the friend.
maybe. I don't know. Like, it depends on, like, there's certain friends that I will take everything they say and I know they're not lying. I'll be like, yo, he's probably trash. Like, I probably heard about him. If it was a dude that I had no idea that they actually had met or they dated in the past, now that would probably be a harder situation. It's like you already in it and then later you find out. Like, if I found out like that, then I'm probably still going to stay with the dude because I would expect my friend to understand, like, it had nothing to do with them.
Okay, but what if it's you just met him, you're feeling him
Right.
like more than you've ever felt someone. Right. You talk to your friend and she's like, yeah, he was a great guy. I messed up.
And he like me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh my goodness.
And he was very clear with your friend. Like he didn't leave her hanging. There's no trashnicity going on his end.
See, that's hard because you know the good friend in you is supposed to be like, that's going to be the one that she's always going to hurt over.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be that person attached to it because that's bad. Now, depending on what age, now Nikki would leave that alone.
Okay.
But there was probably a point in time where I'd be like, damn, friend, you let that go?
Sucks for you.
Man,
No.
that's crazy because you got to think of it two ways.
It's tough. Like, what if that's like my friend... And there's been times, actually, like there's been situations when, you know, friends of us, we've all kind of interacted with the same dude, maybe at one point in time or so and so. Like one of my good friends now, actually, my ex had hit on her.
Okay.
And now she's one of my best friends. And I remember a part of me was angry at her because that's just the insecure thing to do. The insecure thing to do is to be mad at her. And for some reason now I'm blaming you. But then I'm also analyzing her like, oh, so this is the type of shit you like and whatever. So my brain's going to a different place. But as you kind of grow and realize that like that's probably not anything to do with you, you can either stay in the relationship or stay with that person and your friend kind of like back off, or you just like girls over everything.
Chicks before dicks.
Yeah, I don't I didn't understand.
Clearly, fuck my friends.
But it's crazy because I've never really like been in that. I've normally dealt with my friends having to tell me about like, hey, your ex or whoever you talking to fucking was in my DM, and I'm over here like,
okay, check this out. You meet this dude, right?
Okay.
He's fucking dope. All the checks on your checklist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you find out he fucked all your friends in the past.
he's like, oh, you gotta let him go. You
Really?
just don't do
But that was
it.
in the past.
But I mean, but if the thing you just know, if I know too much, you fucked all my friends. Like you cannot be I'm the last on the list now. Like I'd go
Best for last.
Best for last.
Because now he's ready to commit to somebody.
That sounds like some small town.
I've been through all this trash.
What I mean?
And
all your friends ain't it. So what? Our wedding's gonna be set up with every bitch you fucked, like in my bridal.
Why
party?
they gotta be bitches?
Because that's how I'm probably gonna see them. Because I'm that crazy. I'll be like, bitch, you fucked him.
Shit,
why?
man.
But no, I don't. On a serious note, I probably wouldn't. That sounds like a lot of small town stuff. I feel like I've dealt with it before, but that comes at a different age. And yeah, you hit a point to where you only got a select group of friends. But I tell you, if like in my top 5 group, like girl group, if somebody I was interested in fucked one of them, I'm probably not dealing with the guy. Like realistically, because you filter out a lot of stuff. There was like homies, like yeah, sometimes you might be like, fuck you, I ain't even that close to you, girl. He seems dope. But then you got your solids and there's like a hard no. So if it's within the top 5, they're not touching them with a 10-foot pole because it just can't be good.
No, I feel you.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Girls do that a lot though.
Yeah.
The reverse of this,
Which is what?
where girls will mess with like the popular dude of the group right away just because he's that. And then for him it'll just be a smash and he moves on. But they'll be around still and then like start falling for one of the homies. And it's like I know you was fucking my friend, right?
It's crazy. Again, that sounds like there were certain times and places. Like I haven't kicked it with a solid group of girls like that in a long time. But there was a period in time where it was like, we all are hanging out. So clearly we all got a similar taste. We like certain things. And that was always the hardest part when I was in a group of girls and we would go out. And I remember just the catty feeling and how everybody was in competition. Like the shit was not fun. I don't recommend it to anybody because it's like, oh, everybody, you go out and you meet somebody. And just like what you guys are saying, we've all dealt with that before. But man, if he don't pick you, now you're over here feeling some type of salty or your friend is over there like, I mean, we know why he likes you. And then it just is like real childish. So that's why I'm happy now. All my friends is we all know we got different types. We don't like the same types of men's. We stay away from that because it is not.
It was funny that you were saying that that girls get all like competitive about like not getting chosen and shit like that. Because I remember back in the day, someone told me this tip. I forget. And I never did it. But like someone was like, if you see a group of girls and you think one is cute, talk to everybody but her. And then that's how you like get her to be like pay attention to you.
my God.
Yeah, girls are weird as shit.
Yeah,
like that.
this exactly it. This one dude in college, it was the only, I remember I would see him all the time. Like everybody, I knew everybody, but there was this one dude and he was this, I won't say his name. He got a kid now, so I'm not going to put him on blast. I was like, he seems happy.
Derek Santos.
He seems happy. But anyways, I would see him on campus. He never paid me no mind. He would like ride his skateboard and we go to football practice or whatever. And like,
Wait, how old were you?
in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in college. And I just remember everybody else was always giving me attention. But I was like, why is that one not paying attention to me? We go to a Halloween party. And I remember this is like the one story I'll never forget because I was a real asshole for this. So I had initially went with somebody. It was a friend of mine. I knew he liked me, but again, I was an asshole. I'm just going to call it what it was. I knew he liked me, so we went to this party together. But when I got to the party, I saw the guy that I had had my eyes on that wasn't paying attention to me. I remember at one point, especially because we were drinking, I walked up to him and I was like, why have you not spoken to me? And he was just like, I mean, I was just gonna leave you alone. And I was like, so mind you, the guy that I came with, he's still at the party. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm focused. I'm focused. I found my objective, my target. And so I was talking to him and tell me why. Like the only thing he needed to tell me was, you like cartoons? I was like, oh my God, I love cartoons.
Oh my God.
And he was like, hey, you like the show Boondocks? I was like, oh my God, I love the show Boondocks. And he's like, you want to go watch it? I was like, bye. I felt like, I mean, I look back on how much of an asshole I was, but I literally was like, there's a reason why I've had my eye on you. Why haven't you been paying attention to me? Oh, you've liked me the whole time. I fell for the trap and it was a wrap.
And plus, you were coming straight out of Hawaii, first time on the mainland. You know what I'm saying? You was used to.
I wish I was that
Wasn't
exotic.
seeing too many cows around. You got to look at the boys for a
You know
change.
what I'm saying? I was like, you ride a skateboard. Hey, no, for real. Part of it was he rode a skateboard and I just never understood. Well, I'd only seen like certain type of people ride skateboards. He wasn't that certain type. And I just was like, oh my God, little baby fiasco, kick, push. I ended up getting a skateboard. I was skateboarding with this dude. I was, yeah.
The female ego is way worse than the
it's
male.
intense.
It does weird shit to y'all.
does.
And I hold it accountable for a lot of things. It's the reason why women get caught cheating less. The female ego versus the male ego. It's the reason y'all post the shit you post on.
Why they get caught cheating?
Okay, so the male ego tells us can't nobody compete with me.
Okay.
These niggas is lame.
Yeah.
I got this. The female ego says every woman is my competition and I have to crush them.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So they're always on high alert. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're in the presence of another woman, they are alert to that
Yeah,
shit. When men, on the other hand, like there's plenty of dudes who wouldn't care if they girl kicked it with me.
Right.
Because like, there's no way that dude's
Oh yeah,
gonna
but
be
I ain't
able
letting you
to,
kick
know
it
what
with
I'm saying?
no. You ain't got no
Right.
friends.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So women are always assuming the worst, always
Totally.
assuming that woman is competition, where men are just kind of like, ain't no way
Yeah,
my girl
yeah.
fucking with him. So women get caught less.
I was with someone and they had a lot of female friends. And I was just getting out of a relationship where dude cheated on me a lot. I was a dumbass for staying in that. But I got with, and he's nice. Like, I know he's nice. He's a nice guy. He has tons of female friends. And I was like, you ain't got them no more. And he was like, what? I go, if you sleep with me, that means that they want to sleep with you. He was like, what? I go, look, everybody wants that nice guy. Who doesn't? I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Like, everybody's like, oh, nice guys finish last. No, they fucking don't.
No, we don't.
They don't. Like, they really don't. Nice guys. Because girls are looking like, okay, so you want to date an asshole. You don't stay with the asshole. You normally end up finding someone nice, caring, that pays attention, who's everyone's friend. But I remember, and maybe the female ego, insecurities, and it just was like, it took me so long to even be okay with understanding that you probably really ain't gonna fuck this girl. But in the back of my mind, I've already been watching her to know if she would fuck you.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing to combine both of you guys' points. Here's the thing. You can be a nice guy and you can be the dude trying to fuck the other dude's girl. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always just like, oh, that's just, to girls and guys. Oh, that's just the homie. That's just the homie. But then it's like, you joke, you
I'm
flirt.
The hoe. Me.
I'm the hoe.
Me.
The
I'm the
hoe. Yeah, you gotta read between the lines, people. Read between the lines. You know,
so woke.
Yeah, because no, like people aren't threatened by me straight up. You know what I'm saying? And it was yeah, cool. Nah, you could kick it with Tim. It's cool. I'm not tripping about you kicking it with Tim. That's Tim. He little. He little, but you know what I'm saying? Give me some time to work my magic, bro. And I never felt bad about it because I was like, you got that's not me. I'm single. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Hilarious.
I would always play the, and sit, like people have joked about this before, the whole like, hey, you know what? Like, hey, as soon as the couple would argue, it's like, man, you don't deserve that. Really? He said that to you? Are you kidding me? I would never say wow, he disrespected you? I would never say some shit like that to you.
That's hilarious.
Man, girl, all right, come over, let's talk.
I mean, God. I don't know what happened.
God. And that's the thing about it too, right? Is what was I gonna say? You were talking about something.
Skateboards,
Lupe Fiasco.
You brought up
cows. Hawaii.
All shit you guys were talking about.
The Rock.
I was like, what?
All the burying pigs, luau's. Oh well, not important. But yeah. Okay, but yes. Guy ego, girl ego.
Yeah, it's real. Rick, it's exactly what it is. Everything Rick said is completely right. And a lot of people, men and women, don't necessarily ever want to admit to their own ego. Like I'll say, I had real asshole moments. I was not, I've apologized a lot. Like I was figuring out who I was, what I liked, what I didn't like, being insecure and having to get over a lot of those things. But yeah, the ego, definitely. Ooh, anytime my ego felt bruised.
And okay, you just reminded me. Thank you for that little
little
backtrack
refresher.
we did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that that's how I got into with my ex is because of her ego, all right? Because I was gonna say that the ones with the that have that issue are the attractive ones, like the ones that grew up attractive, and because when I was working with my ex, she wasn't paying no attention to me. But I was like, man, I'm feeling this girl, right? So I would come up to her every day at the fucking host station, talk to her, try and joke, try and flirt, but she was just, brushing me off like she was used to brushing dudes off, right? And so one day I was like, you know what, man? Fuck this, right? And I was like, whatever. So I just was like, stop paying attention to her. And also, I stopped coming around. I noticed she was getting a little she'd be looking for me a little bit. And then one day I remember I was talking to this table. It was two girls, and I was like, flirting hard. Flirting real hard.
She was just watching,
and
she?
Not only was I flirting, I sat down in the booth with her and shit. And she said ever since that day when she saw me in the booth with those girls, she's like, what is he doing sitting down with those girls?
That's just crazy.
It is. I tell you, one of the relationships, it legitimately, I remember the day that he didn't pay attention. I was like, and we had been going back, we had already been dealing with each other. But again, the ego, or you just don't know, or you're confused. And it sucks because there are times where you really shouldn't be in relationships. You really shouldn't be. But if you let something go or whatever, again, selfish reasons. I remember I tried to walk away once, and then the possibility of him being with somebody else, I was like,
nope.
I'm sorry.
Nope. I mean, and to be fair, this is all like young people shit too.
Yeah,
this is all shit we speak on from being grown a little bit, because it goes both ways too in terms of like you'd have to. I was gonna say like girls, okay, so we talk about how girls, they pay attention when you stop paying attention, right? But then also you can't, like as a man, I've definitely been there where I showed a girl too much attention, and I was too nice to her, and she was just like completely turned off by that, right? And I was feeling this girl so much, but she was so sick of me being so nice to her that she was like an asshole to me on purpose, so that I would like man up, basically, like and finally like stand up to her, because she was so used to just me just being a little punk, basically, until one day she was so rude to me. And I just had to be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, pardon me, ma'am. I will no longer stand for this.
What did she do? She was like, I've been fucking about goddamn time.
Well, and then I hung up on her. We didn't talk for like a month. And then she hit me on some, Tim, I miss you. And I was like, God damn it.
The girls are just annoying, man. Y'all are really annoying.
I don't like being me sometimes. I'm like, what is the problem? Seriously, if I could rationalize the shit that goes on in my head, and I know I got a lot of friends that be thinking some crazy shit too.
I thank you for not rationalizing it though, because most girls do. They find a way to make it make sense to them. Like, shut the fuck up. I would deal with, so I would be accidentally that guy, the skateboard guy, because for me, I'm not shy, but I don't like to waste my time and risk crazy rejection. Right. So I just wouldn't try to talk to girls unless they try to talk to me. So we'd be at the club, everybody's drunk or whatever. It'd be that one hot girl that came with the friends that everybody's talking to. I don't say shit. I'm just sitting down. And eventually she'll come and sit with me after everybody's been trying. I was like, that's weird. But then I realized I'm the one that's not talking. It don't even, she don't even like me.
Right.
But she like, don't think you gonna not flirt with me, nigga. Do you know who I am? That shit. But then I would have the reverse where there will be a girl kind of instantly into me at the club or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get something tonight. And then as the night is about to end, she moseys on to that dude who wasn't talking to her at all. And then she's going with him. I'm like, this works all kind of ways. Okay.
A lot of it is like the scenarios too, right? You got club situations, you know that's gonna be different. You got like at work situations. Everything is very different.
I always tell people like I'm never the type of dude to walk into a party and girls be like, I'ma fuck that guy. Right? But I tell people like, yo, man, if you give me 10 minutes at the punch bowl, I'm fucking.
Work and school, I thrive.
Yes.
That's
if you gotta be with me multiple days out of the week,
yes,
I'm gonna win without even trying. I don't know how I do it.
If we can somehow get into a situation where you're forced to be around me, then
you can't go nowhere. You got no choice but to love a nigga.
That's facts though, because I mean, look.
It's true.
Cats like you and me, Rick, unassuming, kind of cute, but hilarious and charming.
Man.
Yo, we in there.
Bro, my first job was hot dog on a stick. The uniform was way more embarrassing than it is now. So just imagine this little round motherfucker in stripes and tiny shorts bouncing on lemonade.
It was hilariously adorable.
It was not cool looking at all. But I ended up almost smashing the girl in the back that worked there. And I went to prom with one of the other ones that worked there.
Hot dog in a chick. You know what I'm saying? We never made that joke before?
No.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Man, I used to be sprung on a girl that worked a hot dog on a stick. Yeah, and you know what? Oh man, this relates to what we're talking about too. I used to be super nice to her. I used to go to get lemonade every day, flirt with her and shit like that. One time she was sick. I went and brought her some fucking canned Campbell's soup, some chicken soup. And then I was talking to her on the phone and she was like, you know what? I told my dad that you brought me some soup while I was at work. And my dad said, oh, so he's a simp. And I was like, what? I'm a nice boy.
I'm a nice guy. So, okay, but once you're in the relationship though, that's when the rules are different. That's when all that shit, ladies, if you are in a relationship with somebody that does that shit for you and you take that shit for granted, I guarantee you, your ass is gonna be so fucking upset later when you realize that it was your fault.
And to my young ass dudes out there or people who don't know what simp means, I feel like kids don't say simp anymore.
We've had this conversation on the show.
Because I didn't know what a simp was.
That's right. Simp is like push over, you're whipped, you're a punk, that type of thing. Yeah. So yeah.
For being nice.
Ain't that some shit?
But that's why I said if you're in a relationship, that's when it's different. This is the leading up portion.
So you saying something right now. Why do girls not take kindly to too nice before it's a relationship.
So that is me speaking from everybody else, like the general. For me personally, I like the nice shit. I love that. Again, the guy that rode the skateboard brought up cartoons because he could kind of like pay attention. We had art class together or something. So he brought that up, and then he was super funny. And going back to that, he just didn't think that I would be into him. He thought that I wouldn't like him. And so a lot of the stuff, he was a really nice guy. It's just, he didn't know that that's actually what I wanted. So if there have been other guys that have been nice to me and I didn't like reciprocate, it was probably because I just wasn't into you.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like you probably just
make sure we go back to that because that's important.
We will.
Yeah. So that, someone being nice to me and just not paying attention, that's just because I wasn't into you. Even if you could have done a million things, and if it just was never going to happen, it wasn't going to happen. But for girls that play that game, those are the ones that complain and say there are no good men out there. So those are the ones that make that statement. For me, I believe that's why I say there's a ton of good men. And again, I've said I've literally I've done things that I shouldn't have done to nice people. And that was because I was insecure. But that's why as an adult, I can say, yeah, there's a ton of nice men out there. There's a lot of good guys. You just have to be confident enough in yourself to recognize it and also know what you like. Don't act like being a dick or he treats you like shit and that's just what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You also got to be willing to date a couple inches shorter if you need to. You know what I'm saying?
Make no exceptions. Like what you like. But that's a super important thing for dudes to know, young and old, because I found out grown motherfuckers don't even know this. You can be nice. You can be respectful. You can have a good job and all the things that women say they want on paper and still not be right for the woman you're trying to talk to. I hate when I see dudes get mad and say shit like,
God,
I came at you respectful and that's how you. So what? She can still say no. She can respectfully say no.
If she don't like you, she don't like you.
That's it.
That happens on because of where I work. I interact with a lot of dudes. I mean, I'm dressed up. I'm dressed up and I'm out. So of course I know what type of attention I'm getting. I understand that. But when you decline somebody, I don't say, "Ill, fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm very like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And a man will be like, oh, okay, and then walk away and understand there's a million other girls in this place. But every once in a while, like I had this dude actually last weekend, and I had to get a security guard involved because it was this bad. Go and kind of grab me and says, dance with me. And I was like, excuse me. And I pushed him off of me and I was like, no. And by the way, I was working. So I really am like, get off of me. And he was like, you don't even know who I am?
Oh, God.
I was like, excuse me. I was like, oh, okay. So the security is watching and the security guard comes up because he's like, no, this isn't looking good. Because the dude was like, And so pretty much I was like, okay, so then who are you? I'm supposed to know who you are. And then he started getting defensive. He's like, man, whatever. I ain't even gonna talk to you.
Oh my God.
So he started getting super defensive because I declined dancing with him to the point to where I had to go and the security guard was with me. I was like, okay, sir. So since I work here, you say you know the owner of the place. I should know who you are. Who are you? This dude knew nobody, pretty much was just pissed off that I didn't want to dance with him.
Wow.
And then he tried to throw like out names and stuff like I was going to get in trouble. And I'm like, see, that's so lame. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, it has nothing to do with I just don't want to talk to you.
You know what? A lot of lame dudes. And when I say lame, I'm not talking about playing video games or liking nerdy shit. A lot of people get that misconstrued.
No,
you know
that's not lame.
A lot of lame dudes will wrap their heads and get obsessed with like the checklist of things women want and feel like, yo, I got a job, I got money, I got a nice car. That's
I'm
what
the whole package.
Yeah, I'm the
Why
whole
don't
package.
you like me?
Why wouldn't you like me? And then like, and those are the dudes I feel that like grew up lame. And when I say lame, I'm saying like, you got no social skills or you, I mean, and I'm not saying no social skills as in like you're shy, but like, it's like, look, the fact is, if you're charming and got some jokes and you're easy to talk to, you're more likely to start a conversation with a nice young lady, right? A lot of dudes that, I don't know, how do you say it except for being lame?
This guy on the elevator tried to flirt with me today. I got checked into my room early. He's like, oh, you got checked into your room. Conversation seeming nice so far. This guy looks like you wouldn't assume that the words that came out of his mouth next were going to come. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, if I would have had mine out, I probably would have got checked in sooner too. And I said, ooh, and mind you, I'm in an elevator with other women.
Right.
And this dude was clearly trying to flirt, but that was the only thing he could come up with.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Why would that be your opening line?
Right.
Okay, yes, that is very lame.
That's lame.
How do you think that's gonna go?
I said, wow. And honestly, like the elevator opens, some people walk out, and this girl, because we still have to go up a couple floors, she goes, damn, it got real quiet in here all of a sudden. And it was like, who says that though? Like, no matter what, it's not cool.
Yeah, like it's I can't imagine he was trying to flirt.
No, he was like trying to create. So before that, there was a little bit of dialogue, just kind of like, oh, he's bringing in stuff in. He's like, oh, okay, you just checking in. That's cool. That's cool. And then when the other women came in, I think that's when he was either he was trying to put me down to talk to somebody else or whatever the situation was. Because him and his homie. And then when he made that joke, he was like, oh, I was playing. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you think is going to come from that?
Oh my God. Yeah, I totally pulled up.
Okay. You were joking. Okay.
like,
let's talk more about my
the
titties.
concierge was a woman. So what are you telling me? Like, what? You wouldn't work for you anyways. She don't want you.
I feel like the whole like the internet generation has kind of fucked people up in terms of like how
to
dudes don't have
communicate?
like not only that, yes, at its core it's that people
Yeah.
know how to communicate, but as a result of that, dudes don't have like game anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a dick pic last week. I told the guy, he sent me a dick pic. Okay. And I wrote, and this was on Instagram. I said, so you wanted me to screenshot and post this, right? And by the way, this page was public. You clearly have like a life. This wasn't a fake page. He said, oh my God. And like started retracting super quickly. But it was like, what?
Yeah.
This is 2019.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you don't
Like,
know by now that you're supposed to communicate about the dick pic before sending the dick pic,
Or not give a fuck.
right.
Or be a fake page.
Right.
Don't
How do
be
you
a
not know?
real
Yeah.
person. And then when I call you out, be in shock. Or when you call me a name, or you call me a fucking bitch, or you just go in and you start talking shit to me. And then when I'm like, screenshot post you, oh my God, I didn't know you were gonna actually respond. I'm a big fan. Like who raised you?
Yeah.
And I've had several of those. And that's why every once in a while I'll post them up on my page. And some people are like, Nikki, don't interact. But I'm like, this can't be acceptable behavior. So
Right.
imagine if this is happening to me. This is happening to so many other people.
That's a double-edged sword though, because reacting, that tells somebody else, okay, that's how I'll get her
Right.
attention. And it sucks that they're willing to do, because they're like, block me, you gonna see my dick.
Yeah. Sometimes, I say, I got time. So some people are like, oh, I got time today.
Yeah.
So I'll react. And that's when I know what's going to come next. We know the responses. But some days I'm like, literally just delete. Don't, just unread, just let it go. But some days are like, this is just the disrespect is on so many other levels that it's like.
Yeah. See, I feel like, dudes didn't have, game as it is for us growing up, like I was talking about earlier, when you're a guy that just kind of happens to be funny, you can get in there, get some jokes, if a girl feels comfortable with you, I feel like she's more willing to just like open up and talk to you, and that can start up all types of things, right?
But it's crazy. I've actually questioned some of these dudes. Like
what
I've
were you
met
thinking?
these dudes in person.
Oh, word.
Oh, wow.
And like, why do you do the shit you do? You know what I'm saying? Because women tend to think we just are advocates for these dudes who are doing ridiculous shit.
Right.
But no, I ask, and like, it boils down to they really feel like all women want is a man. And I'm a great man.
Right.
They should be happy that I even fucking talk to them.
Right.
These are dudes who, it's their life.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a girl, gotta talk to her. Oh, there's another girl, gotta talk to her because I didn't get that one. Like, that's all they do. And they truly don't understand how women are not just liking them.
Yeah.
And a lot
It's
of
fucking ridiculous.
And sometimes it's like not even game that ends up getting you the girl that you end up being with. Sometimes it's like it just happens. You're in the right place at the right time, being yourself. And that's normally when a genuine connection can spark. And when you're out on the pursuit, anytime you're looking for something, you normally never find it. They always say when you're looking for love, not just looking for ass, when you're looking for love, it gets you when you least expect it, because that's when you're probably the most secure in yourself. You ain't got time for no games.
Right.
You're over here like, hey, if it happens, it happens. And then that's when shit normally starts to turn.
Usually. Hopefully.
I mean, anytime you go out looking for something, how many times do you actually get what you want? Outside of ass.
Outside of ass. Oh.
Because if going and looking for ass is one thing.
When you go out to play Pokemon Go, you typically find something.
Pokemon hoes.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean that's true. When you're trying too hard,
Right.
I think you can go out with a specific purpose
Totally.
and find what you want. But when you're trying too hard, it usually doesn't work. Like those are the dudes who get a girl's number and it's cool, and then they don't get replied to for an hour, and they follow it
And
up
then they
with,
get mad.
oh, okay, I guess.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I guess I
that's-
won't hit you up no more. And it was nice knowing you, I guess.
That's such a messed up message to get back. And you're just like, whoa.
Chill out.
I was taking a nap.
I had
or-
to drive.
Yeah. Like,
I had things to do. I took a long shower. Like, what? Leave me alone.
So how have you now? You're single according to the Hawaiian hoe.
I'm not looking.
Right.
I
Okay.
would like to be left alone.
But do you? Okay. So
don't push that either, Tim.
I'm heading towards something.
Okay.
So I've been in a relationship through the whole Tinder era. All right. Do you ever see yourself doing like checking out Tinder or Plenty of Fish or whatever the fuck?
No.
Nah?
No.
Not for you?
Not for me. I know it works for other people. But for me personally, it's just, I don't think that that's where it is. I'm more likely to probably go back in the Rolodex than to go find somebody new. I feel like.
Or Raya. You should get on Raya. You know what that is?
No, I have no idea what that
are
is.
you supposed to talk about that?
What is?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
tell her
okay.
after.
Okay. Never mind.
Never mind.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah.
But to go to your point of being on dating apps, I probably wouldn't. It's just not. I I interact with a lot of people on a daily basis, so it's kind of like the likelihood of me meeting somebody actually can happen organically.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm out a lot, so it's
And
different.
I always say Instagram is a better dating app than anything.
Yeah.
Like it sounds funny, but even though people are faking like a motherfucker on Instagram, it's easier to get to know a person on it. Even if everything they post is fake, you get to know that that's a fake motherfucker.
Right,
You
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
Very true, very true.
With the Tinder shit or whatever those apps are, I've never been on it, but I doubt they run like social media to where you're really getting a day by day of what this person
facts.
does. You can go, I know they post pictures that you can swipe through or whatever,
Yeah.
but other than that, you're not really getting anything. You're kind of forced into this let's date situation.
I feel like a lot of the dating apps are to get you from like, hi, I don't go out a lot. I don't know where to meet these people. This is a common meeting ground. It's like, let's all go to the bar. This is your opportunity to see if you want to continue. Just how I see it.
Or just fucking.
Yeah.
Or just that.
Yeah.
But I know people that have met on dating apps and that are very happy because they had a common goal, which was a relationship. Or if you're on a dating app and you just want sex, you have a common goal. So that's why it's cool for some people. But again, for me personally, I don't think that would be the best for me. I'm probably more likely to ask a friend or to even announce that I'm looking, but I'm not looking.
Oh, damn. Let me know.
I am not looking.
I'll blast it on IG. Let me know when you're ready for that.
Looking. Yo, one of our guests actually wrote me and was like, I'm never posting a picture with you again. People were in my DMs asking about you. and they were like, I was blocking. I said, yes, continue to block. I am not looking. But yes, no. So I'm not looking.
Okay.
Just gonna keep saying that. Leave me
This is like,
alone.
well, I found you, so
I'm over here like, no.
you ain't gotta
You
look.
ain't gotta
I'm
look.
right here.
She also just said, y'all, earlier that sometimes you find love when you're not looking.
Shut
So
up.
Not looking
my
on
gosh.
purpose.
Oh
Holy
my.
shit.
Oh.
Damn, crack the code up in this mug. Damn.
Maybe she's like genius with it right now.
It's like, I'm not looking. I can slip and fall into something. But I ain't looking.
Fuck you too.
Hashtag.
Leave me alone. Leave Nikki alone. every episode is just more entertainment and fuel for all of
Can
y'all.
we start that one? Hashtag Nikki not looking?
Hashtag Nikki's not looking.
Okay.
Wink.
With this emoji.
No. Hashtag Nikki's not looking.
Leave me alone. Stop sending me your numbers. I know I like people that can cook. I don't need to know your resume.
You hear that?
Oh, look at dropping
Y'all
what
hear
she
that?
like out there.
Y'all hear that?
So I don't need no 6 foot or taller men who can cook.
I don't need to know that you got good credit and you own your own things. Okay,
And
I
that
don't need
you
to know.
the owner of the club she works at. She likes when people grab her and say, "Dance with me."
That's the move.
Hey,
right
that's how
there.
you're gonna get punched in the face. I already got clearance.
Yo, that's such a
alright?
stupid ass tactic too. I
It's
can't
so-
believe
Oh
what
my
the
so dumb.
god! It really was, and it was so bad because again, I'm in a management position now, so I don't get to do dumb shit. I had a girl throw a drink at me.
Wow.
I had a girl throw a drink at me because her dude actually tried to get at me, and I was like, no, and it was one of those like. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And so when the girl had seen that happen, she thought I was getting at him because his dumb ass told her, she was like, so what was that about? And he said, oh, she was trying to ask me for my name. Bitch threw a drink at me.
Wow.
Yeah, threw a drink at me and then wrote me on Instagram, by the way, apologizing. But the way she apologized, she still called me a hoe in the apology. And then I had to explain, I'm like, I'm really sorry that your dude is a thought and he was legitimately trying to get at me, but that's your issue. That's what you got to deal with.
Don't take offense to this. I'm not trying to say anything mean about you. But I don't think there's a woman attractive enough in the world for you to be dumb enough to try to holler at her while you're with your
Right.
chick.
Well, it
That's
happens-
so
no,
weird.
It happens so often. It's because I'm in the nightlife scene, I see people behave in ways that they normally wouldn't. Everything is alcohol and
yes, exactly.
So the behavior that I see, again, environment, you talked about if you were to meet a girl in the club versus the day-to-day activities, of course, because ain't nobody in the club like seriously looking for love. And if you're in the club looking for love, it's gonna be real fuzzy because everybody's drinking. But I've seen dudes legit, and I've had multiple guys out with their significant other that try and holler, that always try to talk. And you just go, I dated one of those dudes. I legitimately dated a dude that would go out with me there and hit on girls and wanted to see me react. So it's surprising, but that's what lames do.
Yeah, but that shit's so weird because
It's lame.
I mean, I know the opposite side. I know girls who have gone to events with boyfriends and hooked up with other dudes at the events.
Damn.
But that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Men are clueless about that shit because we think ain't no way that's gonna happen. But you know, when you take fucking 5 steps away from your girl, she got her phone up looking at you
man.
walking in the reflection. They're on that shit. Why
Yeah.
would you trust?
And here's the thing, that girl and that situation was really, I found that so unfortunate because it was like a flashback moment, right? Like this girl was actually really good looking and they were a good looking couple. And I had spotted them initially. I was like, oh wow, well, want them to come back. And it's sad that it played out that way because she seemed like she was a cool ass girl to where it was like, I'm sorry that your dude's that way, but I know you're probably going to stay with him. And it sucks because you want to be like, you're too good for that, but you just got to let it play out however it plays out.
Was he cute?
Not my type. But he thought he was my type. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he thought I would be into him. So he was more pissy that I wasn't like declined the name. Like that's very nice, sir, that you want to grab me by my waist and ask me what my name is. It's like my name's manager. Excuse me. And then, but when it played out, like when the drink got thrown at me, it was so out of left field because he ends up darting down the way to grab her because now he knows he fucked up because he lied. And so even after the fact, he lied. He was telling her, no, she was doing this. And I'm like, hey, I'm really not here to get in your business, but you threw a drink at me and tried to fight me. She smacked my phone out of my hand. It was, she smacked my phone out of my hand, but it was like, I felt bad because she truly is going to believe him no matter what. And there's a lot of guys out there that are going to manipulate a situation because he has something good, but at the same time, he just can't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, he wants more. But you just taught me something.
What was that?
That's why they do it. It's the perfect lie. why the fuck would I try to talk to some other girl while I'm with
Facts.
you? So if it don't work, wow.
Yeah,
Damn,
so-
fucking smart.
That guy's a
assholes.
genius.
Yeah.
until I was like, yeah, by the way, we got the footage of the whole event. So if he wants to continue to
There were
lie,
mics
they got
with audio.
audio.
Exactly. Man,
enlightening moment.
a super jealous girlfriend almost got her ass beat one time because I was in New York with a homegirl, right? At this little like dope little speakeasy at this taco spot. Me and my homegirl were chilling. It's just like my homegirl Rachel. Shout out to Rachel. We're chilling, eating like fucking tapas at this little spot, and she just happens to be next to this dude. We're all in a little open couch area, right? She's next to this dude, and like some Biggie song was on, so like I think they like were both grooving, caught eye contact. You kind of like when you mouth lyrics with somebody, they was like blah 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 rapping at each other, and so dude turns, his chick is like, what the fuck was that about? You see it on her face. She's pissed. She's like, what the fuck was that about? So they arguing the whole night, just like she's pissed. You can tell he's like, nah, blah, 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 right? Yeah. So then me and Rachel chilling though. We're enjoying our fucking nachos or whatever the fuck we're eating, sipping. And then we're like, all right, let's get out of here. Now I notice at this point, the dude is gone. Yeah. It's just that angry ass girl and her gay friend and another homegirl, right? Mm-hmm. But so the way it was set up, we're all on this long couch and she had her feet up on this table. So I had to go around or over her feet, her legs that were propped up to get out. Mm-hmm. So I'm like trying to get through, and then she won't move her legs. I'm like, excuse me. And she looks at me, she goes, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? And I was like, what's your deal? I looked down and then fucking Rachel is pissed, about to pop off. She's like, what the fuck is your problem? She's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, oh shit, chill. And the guy was like, hey, no, I'm sorry, no, she's really drunk. They get into a big fight. I'm like, man, get the fuck, chill out with that shit, bro.
Move your legs. Move your legs.
God.
Hey, but that's the thing. Girls or people in the club, stop doing that. Because
which part?
The connecting
singing
with strangers.
Biggie songs.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's one of my fears. Like if I were ever to go party with my chick, we've never partied together outside of your wedding. But I'm the guy that gets that all the time because I know lyrics to every fucking song. So anytime I'm going to catch that one fucking hip hop girl who is the only one in her group who knows the lyrics, and she's going to rap it at me. And normally it's a very innocent thing. Yeah. Nothing comes of it. Yeah. But I can just imagine doing that and then turning around to my chick like, no. That's a thing that people do when they cool.
And it really is a thing.
And like, you was in there like, wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick.
And you just see a girl going, wait till you see what? Till you see what?
And she's like, there's my neck, my back.
Who know the words? Somebody about to get all this. She gonna show dick over here.
So that's the key. Don't go to these crazy hip hop concerts.
Yeah.
Crazy kids, stay out the club.
Well, I hope you guys learned a whole bunch of fun tidbits from today's episode. We're just, talking about all our problems, guys.
Yeah. I don't remember what we talked about
at all. Not a damn thing.
That's the best.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like it and rate it on iTunes or whatever the fuck you're listening to it on. I don't know what that does, but I like going on and reading the comments, all right? Make sure you pick up your Goody Brand merch, goodybrand.com. We got a bunch of cool shit up there. I'm Timothy Delgado.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
And I'm Nikki Blades.
Thanks for watching, bitch.
Bye.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.